doggies are helping me out a little bit here. I scoot to the edge of my wheelchair, and I hold on to my wheelchair with one of my hands. I hold on to the wheelchair frame with one of my hands, and then with the other hand, then I put the other hand into a fist. It saves my wrists a lot whenever I do these. Whenever I put my hand into a fist that's on the ground, it's very important to go slow. Go very, very slow, because otherwise, if you try and go fast, then you're going to hurt yourself, or you're going to cause some kind of pressure sore, and that might be, 2 or 3 weeks of healing that, and not being able to go out and do things with your friends or family, or whatever, being so active. Well, what I did there was I transferred to the floor, and then from the floor, then I was able to transfer to the bed. I have a pretty low injury, L1, so I have somewhat, I can control somewhat my waist. I can move my waist around. I can't feel my waist, but I can move it around a little bit. I can do hip flexors. So anyway, what I'm doing is I wait a minute or two until I find my center of balance. So whenever I push up, and I'm kind of like in limbo in between the floor and the bed. In this case, if I'm in limbo there, then I'm kind of finding my balance. I want to find where I feel comfortable, and then I can do the transfer then I can lift my butt up. I need to lift it up higher than the object that I'm going to transfer onto, of course, because I don't want to, I don't want to be scraping along the object that I'm going to be transferring onto. I don't want to be scraping along the bed in this case, although the bed is pretty soft, so I'm not going to have to worry about transferring onto. But this is a really, really careful one, is transferring onto the floor from the bed. You have to go extremely slow, otherwise you're going to hit your butt, hit your bottom, and you're going to bruise your bottom, and that's not very good at all. So like I said, it'll take a long time to heal it. But so what I do is I get in limbo. Whenever I'm transferring onto something, like if I'm transferring from the floor to the wheelchair, then I'm in limbo there for a couple minutes, and I'm kind of finding my center of balance, where I feel. I wait till I feel comfortable, and then I do that extra push and transfer into the wheelchair in this case. I can do this a little bit because I have a little bit I have decent upper body strength, so I can hold myself for a little bit.